Hello and welcome back to Bule living in Indonesia. My name is Mark. I have lived in Indonesia for over 11 years. Wow! Yes! Whoosh. That's my wife's name. Tattooed all down my arm. I designed it. Love it. Great tattoos in Indonesia. So, on to topic. I have recently seen some Facebook videos of people who been to Indonesia and they want to call it a third world country. They want to taxes are so. Taxis, cabs are so expensive, and blah 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 blah. They're full of it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I have lived here for 11 years. I'm a long permanent stay resident of Indonesia. I paid my money. I paid my dues. I'm having another new house built in Indonesia. And then I'm going to sell this one, of course, because I want the land beside it and on the other side of it. Win win. Then I don't have neighbors home, up on me and stuff like that. But no, Indonesia is beautiful. Oh, man, the people, since I got off the plane until now, have always been kind, polite, gentle, beautiful people. The men are handsome, the women are stunning and beautiful. Everybody dresses their best. You go and visit somebody, or even if it's an unplanned visit, let's say you're just walking by and somebody's like, hey, do you want to come in and sit down? Because it might be a little hot outside or something. Sure, they always offer you comfort, food, and drink. Yes. So you're offered to sit down nice in the nicest spot. You're offered food, you're offered water or any other kind of drink, beverage or whatever like that. Um, just so kind, so kind. It was like uh back, it's like you go back into the 1930s to 1950s kind of era where you could sleep with your door open and not have to worry about somebody walking in and stabbing you to death and stealing $2 or something like that. It's just so welcoming and everything, and everybody is so modestly dressed as well, and there's some vibrant, beautiful colors for men and women, and me and my wife, I've been married to her for 10 years, and we we have matching batik outfits and stuff like that, matching hats and matching uh, tas or backpack, however you want to say it. And no, Indonesia's great. There's a lot to do here. The largest Buddhist temple in the world is in Indonesia. Indonesia has over 17,000 islands, making it what, the largest archipelago in the world. Uh, the from Bali to Jakarta is the same width as America. Now it's thinner, but then you count the large Borneo, bigger than like Texas. It looks like on the map. I could be wrong. Quote me if I'm wrong. But oh, oh man, just we got the orangutans here. We got Lukwat. We That's the most expensive, best coffee in the world comes from Indonesia. Nowhere else. So there's a wide variety of things. It's also the spice capital of the world. No more spices are generated than Indonesia. So it was a major trade hub for a long time. Uh, Now, don't mistake kindness and happiness and gentleness from Indonesian people for weakness. Do not do that. In 1945, they won their independence, and for 2 years, they fought after World War II and made Holland go back to the Netherlands, the Dutch go back to the Netherlands, and then they ripped the blue part of the flag off, and their flag became red and white. And there was Indonesia born in the city of heroes, which was Surabaya, or is Surabaya today, but it's called the City of Heroes because it used to be the capital. Now the capital's in Jakarta. Bali, famous surf spot, famous tourist attraction and vacation. The bulk of their tourists will be Australian, then Asian. Not Asian, but like Japanese and stuff like yeah. So Asian. Anyway, and of course, surfers are attracted because in Bali you got 20-foot offshore glassy waves, and then on the other side you got 6-foot offshore glassy waves. You know, coming in, beautiful water, the fish and the seafood and everything so fresh and available. So many abundances of vegetables and spices and stuff at your fingertips that you can go out daily and get inexpensively. Uh, because there's just such an abundance here, and the resources are just there. I mean, Indonesia pumps and produces their own oil. They have their own gold mines. They have their own diamond mines. They got everything. You know, they can make and sustain themselves. They don't need the rest of the world. They don't. And you know what? The government's an infrastructure built government. So that's a win win. You know, the West, in Europe, and let's say the Americas and stuff, they beg for an infrastructure based economy. Indonesia's, if not the only one of the few that is an infrastructure based economy. It can survive by itself without America or China or Russia. Uh, and that's great. And what's also great is the way the children are taken care of. They're not exposed to lewd and behavior. There's no swearing on the streets, no cussing, no fighting, no. I've never seen it. I've never seen that happen in 11 years. Um, Everybody takes care of the children. Nobody hurts the children. I love that about Indonesia. Um, I I can just say from personal experience, I have never seen that happen. And they look so cute in their little school uniforms. I mean, some of them look like little Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts, you know, walking down the road and stuff like that. And it just it's really cool. And they've got a really good education system in Indonesia. These people are not dumb. They're not stupid. They're intelligent and they're very creative and they're very adventurous. Adventurous, I mean by mountain climbing without a lifeline, motocross, uh, from all the sports you can name, golf and soccer and badminton and everything like that, to, I mean, like, uh, uh, they have Jeep clubs. They go tear it up in the mud. They have competitions like that. They're really into like laser tag and stuff like that. And then let's spin off a laser tag a little bit. Okay, their military is very good. Don't mistake. Don't sell them short. I tell you what. You come to Indonesia and you want to do something bad, you will regret it because most of those people don't go to jail. Um, they end up dying while attempted to be arrested. If you get my meaning, um, you just don't think you're going to come to Indonesia and cause problem and get away with it and just hide out in the jungle. That's not going to happen. They're going to catch you, and they will catch you, and they do catch you. And don't think you're going to just smuggle a bunch of drugs into Indonesia. Mm-mm. Nope, it's the firing squad. Yes, it's like Singapore. You bring in Narcoba, you get the death penalty. Period. They're not. They do not tolerate. There's zero tolerance for Narcoba, which means narcotic, which means drugs, which means all of that. Don't do it. We don't need that pollution here. We don't need our kids strung out on drugs and stuff like that here. And we don't want it. And if you're going to bring in a bunch of it, well, you get three choices at the firing squad: kneeling, sitting, or standing. Those are your choices when you want to bring in stuff like that. So I'm done talking about that. Let's get to talking about the even cooler stuff. And I'm going to tell you what that is. I mean, you can look at me and tell I like food. And food is good in Indonesia. I can smell it now. Oh man, from getting up in the morning and getting me a little popcorn bread. Oh, some sautés. Uh, some rujak. Oh yeah. You know, Rawan. I like me a good beef knuckle, and I tell you, man, it's just so good. And for my birthday, my wife got me a big slab of baby back ribs, which are Bobby pork ribs, uh, barbecue, and then some, just some good stuff and good cakes and bakers and cakes and stuff around here are just so awesome. I mean, you can find a good bakery on every corner, a good hardware store, a good person that you could build a relationship with, and then over time, I mean, your local apothec, which is pharmacy, your pharmacist and stuff like that. I mean, you build a relationship with these people, and then you do business with them, and there's a person that just sells only chat, which means paint in English, um, and like that. You don't go to a giant place that just sells everything on the shelf. I mean, there are some big places that sell a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, but it's not really big box, which I like. I like if I want to buy paint, I want to go to a guy who only sells paint for the last 20 or 40 years and knows about paint. I don't want to go to some big shop and then buy some paint and the person working there is just working there trying to, just have a job. They're not a professional on paint because they sell a thousand other things. You can't be a professional in everything. You can't know everything. That's why it takes a team effort. There's no I in team. Remember that. I wish I would have invented that. So many people say it. Yeah, no I in team. That's unification. That is Indonesia's government. Unification of the people. Bringing the people together. The rice farmer to the CEO of a corporation. They're the same. They're just as valuable, just as important. And everybody respects any man that works and does any job to support his family. And there's a lot of women that work too, to support their family along with that. And if they don't, they're a housewife, and that's the hardest job in the world. Anywhere in the world you go, the hardest job's being a mother and a housewife, hands down. Going to work's easy. Raising kids and stuff like that's hard. But they say it takes a community to raise a child, and that happens here. Another good thing is if I want to let's say go 24 hours away to Jakarta, or I want to go 12 hours away to Bali. Train, taxi, travel bus, airplane. It's always there at your fingertips, constantly. No problem. Fast food. They do have a plethora of fast food. That means many. A lot of fast food chains that are from um, Britain and America, maybe Australia too, and stuff. And it's not very expensive, and it's very good. Uh, and geez, what else do they have that's so cool? Vintage cars. I can't stop at looking at shop section on Facebook at cars. I need to get me a Volkswagen. It's a Beetle, a Volkswagen Beetle, but here they call it Volca, or they'll call it a Frog, a Volkswagen Frog. I want to find me a vintage Volkswagen Frog. If anybody's selling one here in Indonesia, man, I tell you, I want it. I want it bad. I've been waiting a long time for it, and we sold my wife's new Honda, and so now she's looking at another Honda Prelude or something like that. Um, Let me not give away so many personal information, but it's a pretty car, but it's not cheap. It's expensive. Uh, that's all. I'm just going to leave it at this for today. And I thank you, everyone, for watching, whether you're Indonesian or whether you're a foreigner. Trust me, I mean, this is an awesome country. And if you're thinking about going on vacation to somewhere, just take a look at Indonesia and see what it has to offer. It's got a lot of really, really good stuff, and it's a really good vacation destination. And cruises. You could take a cruise all around Indonesia. I mean, it's just awesome. Uh, these naysayers and these people that thumbs down on Indonesia on Facebook, they're wrong. They they're not telling the truth. They haven't been here long enough to know, or I don't know. I don't whatever anything they can do to try to create some drama or something, maybe to get likes or something. I don't know. But I'm telling you, from 11 years of experience of living here, that I'm going to die here. I'm going to live and die in Indonesia. And maybe one day I can become, maybe one day I can become a citizen of Indonesia. That would be pretty cool. That would be nice uh, to be a citizen. And I thank you again for watching. Um, and everybody have a blessed day. And well, it's nighttime here. Call to prayers ending, and everybody's off work and going to eat. So be careful out there on the roads. It just got dark and stuff like that. So thanks again for watching, and saya cinta Indonesia. Peace out. Let me turn